Okay, this scene starts like a normal roommate argument, and somehow ends with a grown man locked inside a cabinet while thieves steal literally everything from the apartment. And honestly, that escalation is comedy perfection. So the whole situation begins with this old storage cabinet. One roommate hates it because it's dangerous, rusty, and apparently sharp enough to require a tetanus shot every time someone gets dressed near it. The other roommate refuses to throw it away because he built it with his own hands. That right there already tells you everything about their personalities. One is practical. The other is emotionally attached to complete junk. Then comes the genius idea. Instead of throwing it away, let's sell it. And this is where the scene becomes amazing, because they start overselling the cabinet like it's some luxury storage unit. They're talking about sturdy construction, tons of storage, and then casually mention that one compartment is apparently big enough to fit a grown man. Now, naturally, the buyer doesn't believe them, and instead of acting normal, the guy decides to prove it by climbing inside the cabinet himself. Already a terrible decision. But it gets worse. He tells this weird story about how his roommate once locked him inside for $5, and somehow that memory convinces him this is a good idea to try again. And this is where the scene absolutely peaks. The moment he climbs inside, the buyer quietly locks the cabinet and steals everything in the apartment. The TV, the chairs, the microwave, the stereo. Basically, the guy walked in to buy furniture and left after completing a full side quest robbery. What makes this scene so funny is the timing. Nobody realizes what's happening until way too late. And meanwhile, the guy trapped inside the cabinet is just sitting there helplessly while the apartment gets emptied around him. The comedy comes from how unnecessarily avoidable the entire disaster was. My favorite line has to be when he says, "If I ever run into that guy again, you know what I'm going to do?" And his friend instantly replies, "Bend over." That delivery was brutal. And after losing almost everything they own, the final emotional damage comes when someone offers them an extra futon like it's going to fix the situation. That's sitcom comedy at its best. A tiny problem turns into complete chaos because of pure stupidity and confidence. 10 out of 10 scene. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely hilarious. If you want more sitcom scene breakdowns and comedy reviews like this, drop a like and subscribe. And tell me honestly, would you trust a cabinet